jamais trop laid pour être faux, évidemment.
What is up everyone, Mark here. Welcome back to my channel, welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be giving my review of France's song for Eurovision 2023, and this is Zarra with the song Evidemment. And this song is one that I am super excited to review. I love this song a lot. So without further ado, let's start this off with my first comment about the song. And similar to last time, this will be kind of broken up into segments. So let's talk about the song, the lyrics, all of it. The first thing I love about this song is the way it starts. It has one of the best intros we've gotten this year, so cinematic, and kind of feels like something out of a James Bond movie, which is something I like a lot. At first, I kind of thought that this song was going to be very similar to Voila in the way that it's very reminiscent of chanson and more traditional styles of French music, and I was a huge fan of Voila back in 2021, but I definitely didn't want a copy of that, so I was a little bit nervous at first, but this song proved me wrong. This song definitely surprised me once it kind of turned into a bit of a disco sort of track, and I like the way the song does that. It kind of keeps you on your toes, you're not quite sure what's going to happen next, and in that same vein, it has a great mix of traditional and modern sounds. On one hand, there's those chanson elements and that violin in the background and all that, but there's also that modern disco sound, that beat in the background, and all those different elements come together really nicely here, and for me it just worked really well. I think that is one thing that makes this song stand out, and I think that's going to appeal to not only Eurovision fans, but just general audiences in May. A lot of them who don't follow national finals or internal selections or whatever we do, they're going to see that cinematic opener and probably think this is going to be another ballad, and then be surprised when that turns out not to be the case. So I like that element of the song. I will say though, the only critique I have about this song is really just that the chorus doesn't hit the hardest in my opinion. I feel like the chorus could use a little bit more impact for me, but that isn't a big critique because the verses and the bridge really make up for that. Moving on from there, let's talk about the lyrics. Kind of like with Voila, the lyrics for this song are very vulnerable and honestly quite poetic. I'll put them on the screen now just so you can see them, but I think a lot of these lyrics are very well written, and even though the song is in French, I still like to look at the lyrics just because I want to know what the song is really about. And it seems like she's singing about her experiences, possibly her experiences growing up, and the challenges she faced becoming an adult. Just because a lot of the lyrics, especially in the chorus, are really referring to this girl from before who will never be the same again, and from my interpretation, I think that's the singer. I think that's Zarra herself. I'm not sure if that's the intended meaning. That's just what I get from the lyrics. As of the time of recording, Zarra has yet to really explain in detail what the song is about, so this is mostly speculation, but what it really comes down to is that I think the lyrics are very well written, I think they are very interesting, and that is just another thing I like about the song. From there, let's move on to the staging. Now, we didn't quite get your traditional staging like you would in a national final, but we did get a music video that gave us some idea of what the staging might look like for this song. I thought that the staging here looked really good actually. I loved those diamond-shaped lights in the background, I loved her outfit, I loved the lighting. There's so much here that I really enjoyed. It was very simple, there wasn't any pyro or crazy special effects going on, but it worked very well, and I guess kind of wrapped into the staging is the costume as well. I loved her outfit here. I wonder if she's going to wear something similar in Eurovision, because honestly I wouldn't mind if she does. I think this looked very classy. I think it really complemented the sort of retro yet modern vibe that this song goes for, and aesthetically it looked really great against the backdrop of the stage. I wonder if they're going to do something similar staging wise in Liverpool. I feel like if they do, this song will do quite well. I mean, this was pretty good staging, very simple, again, good use of lights. However, I do want them to surprise us. I don't want to see a copy and paste of what was in this music video. I really want them to think outside the box and do something we might have never seen before in Eurovision. I've seen some comments from other people just after the song came out, and a lot of people are saying, oh, this is nothing special, or like, you know, this is basically Voila 2.0. While I don't think this song is quite doing that, I think it is important to deliver with the staging, to be as creative and memorable as possible. And even if they don't do that, again, even if they just copy and paste what was in this music video, I think this will do fine. I have seen this song being ranked very highly just as it is in a lot of people's ranking videos, so I have no doubt that this song will do well regardless. But for me, I think if this song wants to win, they really have to do something different with the staging to make this song a standout. Or on the flip side, they could go very simple with the staging, would make the song stand out as well. Whatever they do, I just want them to do something that we haven't seen before. I don't want them to copy and paste the music video, and I really want to be surprised alongside general audiences in May. So that's everything about the staging. Let's move on to the last major comment about the song, my last big pro for it, and that is the vocals. Now again, we only got a music video, and I don't think that these vocals were live. I'm pretty sure that this was the studio track that we were listening to. So speaking about that studio track in particular, I thought that the vocals were incredible. I I loved the high notes in this song. I loved Zarra's voice throughout, and I think that if she's able to deliver a lot of these notes live in Liverpool, then she might actually have a chance at least the top 5. This song has a lot of great vocal moments, especially towards the end. Again, that last big high note was amazing, and I really want to see her pull that off live. Honestly, this song is the winner for a lot of people already as it is, and so I just want her to follow through with that, keep that momentum, and really just deliver the best show she can on stage. I don't think she was singing live in that music video, so there really aren't any live performances for me to really go off of right now. If we see one in the future, that might actually change my ranking of this song, but for now, for me, the vocals are one of the big strong points here and one of my favorite things about this song. So, final thoughts. Zarra is a fantastic artist, and I honestly did not know who she was until I found out that she was going to represent France. Then I looked into her discography, I looked at her music, and was very, very impressed. And I knew a lot of people's expectations were very high. For me, I tried to keep my expectations at bay because I did not want to be disappointed. And I will say, with my expectations low, I was very pleasantly surprised by this song. If I was one of those people who had super high expectations for Zarra, then I probably would have been a bit disappointed. I feel like this is a song that is a pretty safe bet for France. This isn't like a risky entry like they had last year with Foulin, but it is still very good, and I do like it a lot. I think it is very memorable, and there's a lot of stuff I love about it. Again, that intro, those vocals, the chanson and disco elements kind of rolled into one, but I still have trouble connecting with the chorus. I still don't find it to be that strong after a few re-listens, and I feel like it could use a lot more impact. Still as is, it sounds good, but for me to rank the song any higher, I do want there to be a little bit more something there, a little bit of a je ne sais quoi that I feel like is missing from this song. And once again, my other major critique is just that the song is a very safe bet for France. I love when countries take risks with their songs. It doesn't always pay off like Foulin last year, but I still, for instance, really loved that entry because it did something so different and brought us not only a language we never saw before, but a really unique performance. And I feel like this song is not really going to do that, and that's one thing that I was a bit let down by, just because I love when countries send something totally new, something that not everyone will be on board with at first, like Constructa last year. Constructa was my winner last year, and a big part of that was because her song was so out of the box, such a risky entry from Serbia, and had such a bold and unique message that I just fell in love with. This song just doesn't do that for me. I still like it a lot. I still think it is one of the strongest entries we have this year, but just because of that, the song is not going to get a 10 out of 10 from me. For me, this song, Zarra, Evidemment, will get a 9.5 out of 10. With that, let us move on to my new top 17. Okay, so here's my top 17 from last time. This is the right side of my scoreboard, so to speak, the songs that are on the bottom half of my list, and they're all pretty good still. Again, my rankings have not changed here. Let's move on to the other half of this list. So, of course, as you might expect, Zarra is going to be on this side of the scoreboard, but where will she place? Okay, are you ready? Drum roll, please. Okay, I like France's song a little bit more than songs like Bridges or songs like Duje because I do think this song brings something a little bit different, and while it is similar to songs like, again, Duje and Bridges, because it borrows some elements from your typical ballads, the song is not your typical ballad. It has a very nice blend of modern and retro elements that works really well for it, so that I'm going to put the song above those two. However, when it comes to songs like My Sister's Crown, I'm not sure if I like the song as much as that one. My Sister's Crown has a bunch of different languages, and I have just had it on replay for the last week, so I don't think the song quite reaches that level of good for me. However, the song still is really strong and deserves a really high place. So for me, France is going to be right in between Italy and the Czech Republic. I think it is a wonderful song with great lyrics, great production, and a great voice. However, like I said, the chorus just isn't the strongest to me, and I feel like the song is missing a little something, that je ne sais quoi, that I hope Zarra brings in Liverpool. Again, I also feel like the song is a pretty safe entry, and that is one reason why it does not reach the heights of songs like Ea Ea, which is a song that takes a lot of chances and is probably one of the riskier entries that Spain has ever sent, and that is something that I really, really respect. So all in all, this is a really good song, just not one that I feel like is as strong as my top 4, but again, still a song that I've listened to a lot of times so far, one that will be stuck in my head probably all week, and a song that I think has a lot of potential in May. So with that, that has been my rankings. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your likes, comments, subscriptions, support, everything, and let me know if you agree or disagree with this list. I mean, did you think that Zarra's song was the best thing since sliced bread, or did you think it was just okay? I really want to hear what you have to say down below. Let's start a discussion in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everything, and with that, I will see you all next time. Peace.